Hi, my name is Brayden Adams, and you're watching Disney Channel. And this is the time that I saved an axolotl from death. Let me take you back about 4 weeks ago. This move out, right? I'm in the office, doing my shift, working on some paperwork. Quiet night, nothing's going on. All of a sudden, boom, crash, sound of my heart. What do I hear? Boom, look over there. Water, glass. What's going on the floor? Maybe it's a fish tank? No, it's not a fish tank. Well, it was a fish tank, but not for a fish. You know what was inside it? Boom, axolotl, about yay big. It was huge. So I'm like, oh no, what's going on? This kid is looking at me. He's like, yeah, my axolotl is in there. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, what are we gonna do about it? It's there. And he's like, oh man, do you have like any like specific bottled water with pH? I'm like, bro, at this point, I don't think we can get picky. I'm like, we have bottled water, but I mean, I know it needs a specific pH. I don't know if we're gonna be able to save it. But I didn't give up because I never give up because that's what heroes do. So I'm like, you know what, buddy? I'm gonna look and see if we have bottled water. In the meantime, you should probably take it into the bathroom and just fill it up. I know, but it's gonna die. I'm like, bro, it's gonna die either way. So we gotta save this. If we have a chance, which I know we do, let's go save it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to the water, go to the water. He goes to the bathroom, and I go out. I'm looking for the bottled water. I couldn't find it in the kitchen. So I'm like, okay, I know we have some on the fifth floor. So I'm about to run up, and he stops me. He's like, were you able to find it? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, and he's looking down at it. He's like, it's dead. It's dead, man. I'm like, no, it's not. It's still moving. He's like, it's dead. There's no point. I'm like, dude, come on. It's okay. We're gonna get this. So I run up the stairs because the elevator is not working. Run up, go to the fifth floor. There's nothing in there. Ugh. So what do I got to do? Go and grab my Brita filter. Run to my sixth floor. Open my room. Run to the sixth floor. Open my room. Grab a Brita filter out of the fridge. Take that John. Fill it up. As it's filling up, I'm running down the stairs. Bring it down. Bro's not there. His sister's there holding a flat screen. I'm like, where's your brother? And she goes, I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh, where's this guy? So there's a water trail leading to the bathroom. Bro's not in the bathroom. Like, I knock on the door. I'm like, hey, are you in there? Not in there. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm waiting around. All of a sudden, this guy comes out and he's like, yeah, he comes out from the back door and he's like, yeah, here I am. And he has the Brita in his hand. Or he doesn't have the Brita because I have the Brita. I'm confusing myself. But anyway, outside, his mom is parked in a moving truck like illegally outside, and I'm like, okay, which I'm not gonna deal with that right now because I have no energy. But he's like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm like, dude, just take the Brita, just take as long as you need. He's like, okay, cool. So we go outside. I chat with the sister for a little bit, and I'm just kind of going back. My coworker and I are starting to mop up the stuff. He walks out without shoes on for some reason, and he's like, why is it wet? And I'm like, why are you barefoot? And he's like, don't ask me. I'm like, okay, fine. Which it turns out his shoes were hurting his feet. It wasn't really that long a story, but he was just kind of like, I don't know. But anyway, I'm like, well, we got to mop this up. He's like, I'll help you. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're mopping this up. Another coworker who's not on duty goes and helps us mop, but that's irrelevant. But it was just kind of fun that we were all mopping it up. Then all of a sudden, this guy comes back and he brings me the Brita and he's like, I think he's gonna make it. I think he's gonna make it. I'm like, great, buddy. That's amazing. That's fantastic. And so he goes on his merry way and he leaves. And I'm cleaning up the office and I realize he forgets his Florida driver's license, which we used in order to check out bins. You gotta give us your license. And I'm like, dude, your ID is here. So I give him a call and he's, yeah, mom, yeah. Okay, okay. All right, man. Thanks for letting me know. So they pull all the way around. I have to wait for like an extra 30 minutes and then they came. So I probably could have typed that up, but it was funnier if I explained it. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching the time that I saved an axolotl.